Okay, y'all. Come on back. Come on back. Okay, I am back, y'all. I'm back. Okay, let me pop onto Facebook and let everybody know. Yay! Y'all, my internet went down. It just like went completely kaput. Completely done. So I like even started downloading Twitch onto my phone and I'm just like, oh. So yes, so now I was actually Danielle, I'm so glad you did that because I wanted to see if that would work. So it does work. So now you get an opportunity to double your donation to the stream to the 6 hour stream. So if I do disconnect and reconnect, that means that you can do your thing again. So so yeah, super cool. That's good to know. That's good to know. All right. I'm putting on Facebook that um that my internet went down, but I'm back. My internet went down for a couple minutes, but I'm back up at least for now. So, all right. There we go. All right, welcome back, Ariel. Welcome back, Jay. Welcome back, Danielle. um, it's now pouring. I'm in my office and have my window open so I can hear it. Yay! It's actually sunny out here today. You know, it had been raining and storming, not just raining, but storming for several days in a row. So I've been on heightened, um, anxiety. So, so yeah. Um, I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. Anyway, whatever. Oh, I was talking about how something happens and then throws me off my game. So I looked up our booth at Atlanta Comic Con and it looks like we bought two 10 by 20 and it looks like we're only assigned one 10 by 20, but I looked up the two that are next to us, and those are in this random merch category. So I think that just means they can only like give you two spaces anyway. I think we have all the space we're supposed to have, but it just looks weird on the map. But before I figured that little part out, it completely threw me off my game. I'm like, now what? Like, I mean, I don't know. And it's no big deal, right? It's no big deal. I'm like, they've got it sorted, right? I like now that I've seen that the other two booths in that little, because it's like four, right? And they gave us two, but those are 10 by 10 spaces. So we should have all four. And, but the way they have it set up is just different. And, yeah. So before I found that out, it just completely threw me off. And it's not like I can't do the other stuff while I'm waiting for the answer for this. But it just, I don't know if you guys have that too, where like you're doing stuff you don't want to be doing because you've got the icky feelings around them because you put it off too long. But then when one thing goes off, off into left field, it completely takes the motivation from doing any of the things. So, yeah. So let's see. Deciding if I want to go out and enjoy it there under the umbrella or keep writing. It's so rare we have good rains. Okay, go out and enjoy the rain, Danielle. Jay says it's sunny here, but with how the weather's been going, I'm not getting my hopes up. I feel you on that. And Jay redeemed a stretch. So y'all, everybody stretch. Okay, wait, I have to lean my chair back. Okay, there we go. Everybody stretch. So we're getting ready to take a break, even though we had a break because I went offline. Oh, God, that felt good. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. Um, so we are still going to take a little break because I still need to refill my tea and I still need to use the bathroom and stuff. So we're going to take 5 minutes and then come right back here. And then I don't know if you can see it. Well, I mean, I know you can see it, but I don't know if you've noticed it. But we have caught a little spirit on our spirit city right here. You can see right there, we've got a red dot. That means we've caught a spirit. So when we come back, before we get back into our next sprint, we're gonna meet our new spirit buddy. All right. Yes, Jay, go refill your tea. And also, if y'all haven't taken your meds yet, you should have taken your meds by now. Please take a moment to do that. And all right, so I'm going to be right back. Meet back here in 5. Okay, I'm back. I'm eating some dried mango. These are one of my favorite snacks. All right, let's see what's going on. Let me turn off the timer. All right. Ariel said, is it just me or is there not a lot of resources for revisions? Also, is revisions and editing the same thing? Generally speaking, for me, the way I use the terms is I use revision when I'm talking about my own work, and I use editing when I'm talking about other people's work or someone else editing my work. Um, but that's me. That's not across the board. And I do that for that reason because, people are like, I'm editing this, which is fine. Like, that's a correct sentence. I'm editing my story. That's a correct sentence. But when you say like I'm editing the vampire story or whatever, there can be confusion as to whether that's somebody else's story or my story. So I use it as revision for my own work, meaning self editing. And I use editing when I'm talking about other people's work. Generally speaking, sometimes I don't, but most of the time that's how I do it. And oh, hang on, we got another. Oh no, okay. And so if you search for self editing, you'll find a lot more. There are two really good books. Let me see if I have them on my shelf. Yes, there's one. Where's the other one? This is one. Do I have the other one up there? I don't know where the other one is right now. Where is it? Hang on. Hang on. I'm still looking. Nope. I don't know where my copy of the other one is. Okay, so here's one. Self-editing for fiction writers. The cover looks different now because this is an old version, but it is by, oh wait, hang on. Where are their names? Oh, there. By Brown and King. Self-editing for fiction writers. The other one is Revisions and Self-Editing by James Scott Bell. Those two books are fabulous. Fabulous for doing self-editing. I've also got a couple checklists and a worksheet because I teach a class on it. And if you send me a message, I'll send you those. Danielle says the rain pretty much passed, and my shitty neighbor behind me has his radio on. But back to your novel. Gotcha. I was probably using the wrong term, not actually wrong, but not one most commonly used. The thing is, it is common. It is common for authors to say, I'm editing my whatever. That's common and it's not wrong at all. And it's super common. But as you note, if you do a search for like editing, you're going to find that refers more to editing other people's work or other people editing your work. And so, yeah, so that's why I use revision. Um, let's see. Speaking of sending you a message, did you get my text yesterday? I did, and then I forgot to respond. I'm so sorry. Yes, I meant to send you a link. I was I was being I was being somewhat antisocial last night. So yes, I did get it, and thank you for reminding me because I meant to reply, but it went completely out of my mind. So thank you for pinging me. Yes, I wanted to send you a link to schedule a meeting with me because it's just easier to do it that way. All right, so let's get back into it, y'all. Let's get to work. Do the things. Jay said, I didn't edit on my short story. Still wary if I actually did an adequate job. That's okay. Set it aside because you won't be able to make that. You won't be able to make that decision until you're distant enough from it to read it again. And also keep in mind whether a story like is well told or not can be very subjective, right? So what you might think is an inadequate job, other people will think is an adequate job. Especially since you're harder on yourself than you are on everyone else. you're going to have a tendency to assume that you didn't do it well for whatever reason. Uh, Whoever instilled that self doubt in you, so you're going to always think you didn't do a good enough job, but that doesn't mean that you didn't do a good enough job because you don't. One thing I'm learning about you, Jay, is you don't see yourself clearly. You see yourself through a very negative lens, and that is not how the rest of us see you. So, um, yeah. So whether you did an adequate job, I don't know. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But I don't know that you are going to be able to make that assessment in any objective manner currently, if that makes sense. And I'm not calling you out. I'm not being critical of you. I'm just saying that that is your tendency. You have a tendency to automatically think you didn't do well or you did it badly or whatever. So, yes, yes, I feel like I'm having to defend my friend from herself. So, yeah, but I'll always defend you from anybody, including yourself. So, all right, but let's get back into it. I've got 20 minutes on the clock. I have to go do the icky things, but I'm going to eat my mango, which will make me happy. All right, y'all, let's go. Okay, that's the timer. I did get a response from the chick at Atlanta Comic Con, and I was right. We do have all four. So, crisis averted. All right, how did everybody do? I spent part of that making sure that my calendar sign up my meetings. So I use a website called TidyCal to so that people can book appointments with me, so I don't have to be like, hey, does this work for you? And they don't have to be like, hey, that doesn't work for me, does this work for you? They can, like, it syncs to my calendar so they can just do their thing. But I only have certain ones turned on, and so I had to go and make sure I had a one that wasn't specific to multiverse or specific to editing or whatever to turn on. And yes, that's for you, Ariel. I mean, it's for anybody who wants it, but I wanted to make sure that it was working right and synced correctly before I sent the link. So, Jay says, and the sun went into the clouds. Glad I didn't get hopes up. But I mean, the sun being in the clouds isn't necessarily a bad thing because it gives you shade. We've still got blue skies with big white fluffy clouds. So I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be okay. So all right. So yeah, and like I said, I just got that email from the organizer chick, which is good. And then yeah. So Danielle said I'm making revisions and can tell the person who wrote these last scenes was rushing the story down to get to the end. Me, I did this. Ha, I think I need to ponder a bit. I mean, that's not uncommon. I do that too all the time. When I get to the end of a story, I'm just like, and like I'm missing key pieces. And it's just like I wanted to get it down. But you fix it in revisions. That's how that works. Um, let's see. Jay says, actually, it's a tad overcast my way. And Jay is also between two stories. Okay. Ariel started laundry and took her pain meds. Excellent choice. Anita says, chapter 2 has been proofed. Only 18 more to go. You're in it now. You're in it to win it. Here we go. Jay says, one on the laptop and the other on the tablet. So, so does that work? Like, does that work for you? Because like I couldn't. Yeah, that wouldn't work for me. But like other people, I'm sure that would work for. I mean, Isaac Asimov had like a dozen. I don't know. He had a bunch of typewriters, and each of them had a different story on them, and he would just go to the one he felt like writing at that moment. So like, it obviously does work. But it does. I don't know that it would work for me. But if it works for you, you are in the grand tradition of Isaac Asimov. So I mean, you could do worse. Danielle says, I love overcast days. James, we still have some rain clouds. Who's James? Hanging on. I hope they stay a while before the blaring desert sun comes back. Yes. Yes, I hope you have some shade as well. As well. All right. I want to get back into it because, like, me being offline, give us a big long break. Friend who he was her godfather. So yeah. Um, so yeah, I love that story about Asimov, right? I mean, he was a womanizing asshole, but he definitely some good habits, and he was a good writer, and he was very forward thinking, 100%. Um, so all right, but let's get into it. I've got 20 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Okay, y'all, that's the timer. I had to add a couple minutes because we had a delivery arrive that I had to help unload from Misfit Market, which is they do fruits and veggies and other things that don't necessarily make it to the grocery shelves usually because they've got some visual imperfection or something like that. So I was helping hubby unload that. So we got a bunch of nectarines and some tangerines and a cantaloupe and some meat and fish, and because they also do those things, and yeah, various other stuff. So also a mango, an actual mango, not dried mango. So all right, Anita got another chapter down. Huzzah! I spent a good portion of that sprint trying to get my Microsoft Surface to open a PDF so I can draw on it, but I can't remember what I used last time, so I've been fucking around with different programs. So, yeah, so that's what I was doing. Welcome in, Miss Rose Evenstar. Glad you could join us. Um, yeah, definitely. If you want to try Misfit Market, let me know. And like, I probably have a referral code or something that gets us free stuff, I guess. But let me know if you're interested in trying it. I've used them in the past. I just hadn't in a while. I was doing a local farm box, except they're very limited, obviously, because they're local, right? So and it ended up being like it's like a $9 delivery fee, which would be great if we weren't just two people, right? It would be fine. But yeah, so I switched back over to Misfit Market to see, you know, to get those things. So yeah, so we got a bunch of stuff. So that was exciting. All right. Anita got another chapter down. Huzzah, huzzah. And Jay got more words. Great job, friend. Great job. Um, so we would normally get another break, but we would have gotten it 20 minutes ago but because I went offline for a while, I thought we'd just take this time and meet our new spirits. So y'all see that we've got this little red dot here, and I kept forgetting for us to meet our new spirit. So, shall we? Shall we take the time to meet a new spirit? Huh, 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 huh. I think we should. Um, so, all right, I'm going to hit the button. Oh, Jay says, yes, please. Interested. I heard about them. How are the prices? The prices are not bad. I actually joined their plus thing, which gets you an additional percentage off. Thank you, Rose, for contributing to the 6 hour stream. Yeah, I've never had I used them for about a year and a half for a while, and then with everything with the house and all that, I just got out of the habit, and so yeah, so I've really liked them. I started with them before they started doing like pantry items, and definitely way before they started doing like meat and deli items and things like that. And the interesting thing was when they first started doing that, you had an extra upcharge. Like you had to get like $25 worth of like refrigerated stuff in order to order refrigerated stuff, right? And then there was like a $5 handling fee or something. I don't know. But they stopped. So I never ever got the refrigerated stuff because I wasn't going to pay extra. So, yeah, so they stopped doing the extra fee. So I ordered a bunch of stuff. I ordered some ground Italian beef, and not Italian beef, Italian sausage, and like not in the casing, you know what I mean? And so I did that, and I got some fish, some Hakka fish, and some various other things. So I haven't tried their cold stuff. This is the first time I've tried the cold stuff, but their veggies have always been very good. Now, they might be a little misshapen, or they may be smaller or bigger than normal. But like, as a matter of fact, we got two red peppers, and they are huge. They're like this big. They're humongous. So yeah, so they're pretty good. All right, so let's meet our new spirit. All right, here we go. Oh my god! He's a little carrot knight! Y'all! Y'all! Squire Sprout! Okay. Taking a wrong turn down the vegetable aisle of a grocery store might just lead you to the legendary kingdom of Veggieland, a bountiful realm where produce reigns supreme. The brave but bashful Squire Sprouts are eager young warriors who hail from this kingdom. Though skilled with a sword, they are still working on their confidence and have journeyed to Spirit City on a quest to prove themselves. Always eager to lend a helping hand, they consider even the smallest task an epic quest, making them a dutiful ally in the kitchen. Squire Spout. Oh, they got a typo. They missed the R. Squire Spouts can come in a variety of forms, from sturdy root vegetables to leafy greens, each determined to grow into great champions to bring glory to their houses. Oh my god, I love this guy so much. Okay, so we're gonna switch over to our new little guy. Look at him! Look at how cute he is. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at all these options. Ah, look! Look, it's an onion! Purple onion! Oh, how cute are they? A mater. It looks like a tomatillo. There's a real mater and a strawberry. I think we should be a strawberry today. How about a strawberry? There we go. Oh my god, y'all. This one's my favorite. Look at that little guy. Okay, so now we've been in the kitchen long enough. We're gonna go back into the where are we gonna go? We're gonna go to the bay window and we'll work there. I wonder if we do any of the if the little guy does anything. No, the little guy just sits there. Oh, this one. Oh, sits there and he's napping. Look, he's napping. Meditate. I like how he takes a knee. Look, he takes a knee. That's cute. Okay, so reading, typing. Nope. Let's see about the desk. We'll see him more up close on the desk. Okay, so we'll just leave it there. Look at that! Look at that guy, so cute. Oh, I still don't have any water, Jay. Sorry, but I still do have decaf tea, so I will drink that. Y'all hydrate. Also, I have to take. I haven't taken my afternoon meds yet. I also have a string cheese because that also came in my Misfit Markets box. Oh, we're in the middle of an ad. Oops. All right. So we got our cute little guy there. We're gonna do some more work. I am going to get this PDF marked up a little bit so I can send it to the Atlanta Comic Con people so we can do our thing. All right, let me. Oh, I got to move it back over. Let me move this guy back over here so that. All right, Rose, are you doing day job stuff today? Oh, excuse me. Let me put 20 minutes on again. All right, y'all, we're gonna get right back into it. I just feel like today has just been like random shit day. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, you got a job, so that's fortunate. You got a paycheck, so um yeah. So, anyway, I just feel like today has just been like start stop, start stop, start stop, and I don't feel like I've actually gotten anything done. Even though I know I've done a few things, I just don't feel like I've gotten anything done. All right, but we got 20 more minutes. Here we go. Okay, that was the timer, y'all. I wish it would give me like a little ding about 5 seconds before it goes off. Cause like I'll be paying attention, I'll be like, okay, in 40 seconds, I have to be ready to turn the mic off. And then those 40 seconds go by and I've forgotten already. So we all right. How did everyone do? I managed to get the Surface to let me draw on this PDF. So now I'm going to send it to the authors that are going to be part of Atlanta Comic Con. Oh, I'm sleepy. Um, so yeah. So how'd you do? How'd you do? How did we do? All right. It is 2:45. So we'll go ahead and do a regular 20-minute sprint. And I'm going to go find somebody to raid with our tiny little band of merry writers. Ariel is back from running errands and now doing day job stuff. Uh, cute, Danielle. I'm super happy. I'm always happy to have my people with me. And y'all, when I say you guys inspire me, you do. All of you, every single one of you inspire me. So thank you for being with me. Anita read about moral rights, commented on a post, sent a message, and one more chapter down. Honey, you were very, very productive that round. Great job. Okay, bye, Danielle. Have a good meeting. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. All right. Shall we do it one more time? And then we'll go off and raid someone. So 20 minutes, y'all. I wish I would quit yawning. Okay, 20 minutes. Timer starts right now. it. That's the end. We did it. I didn't do very much productive that round. I did go find us somebody to raid. Krista Walsh is doing her sprint. She does big long 45-minute sprints. She's probably about 15 minutes left on this one, maybe 20, 35. I'm completely wrong. Um and then she's got a whole nother one after that. So there's plenty of time to do work. So that's who we're gonna raid. So hang out for that. But please check in. Let us know how you did. Anita got one more chapter proofed. Yes. Good job. Good job. Okay, I'm gonna go over the events of the coming week. There's some changes next week, so listen up. Tonight at 7 o'clock, these are all Eastern time, by the way. Tonight at 7 o'clock, Amelia hosts her 30-minute writing sprint. She goes from 7 until 9. Tomorrow morning, first thing, 7 a.m. Eastern time, our friend Sarah will be doing her Sunday morning, I'm sorry, that's wrong, summer morning writing group. She goes from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Then tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock, I will be hosting our regular Zoom co-working, which goes from 1 until about 2:30. Then tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock, Amelia will be doing her writing sprints again from 7 till 9. Then at 10 o'clock on the Go Indie Now network, I will be co-hosting with Mr. Joe Compton, and we will be bringing you interesting stories that are of use and interest to indie creators, especially writers. So that's at 10 o'clock tomorrow on the Go Indie Now network on YouTube. Just search Go Indie Now and you will find them. Saturday morning, 11 a.m., Discord sprints with James from 11 until 1. Then on Sunday morning at 10 a.m., Lisa Raby hosts her Sunday morning write-in from 10 until 12. Then Sunday evening, we have our usual Zoom chat. Please go vote on the topic or topics of your choice in the events section of the Facebook group. You can find the Sunday event, and inside there is a post where you can vote. So please do that so you decide what the hell we're talking about this week. Monday, 7 a.m., Sarah is doing the summer morning writing group again from 7 until 8. Then at noon, we have Kick Off the Week co-working with Tiffany Vega from noon till 2. And we should be getting TWT Sprints and Meditation back from Joe Compton starting this Monday at 2 p.m. I still haven't double-checked with him, but I forgot to do that. So he usually goes from 2 till 4. On Tuesday, and here's the change, on Tuesday, I will be doing writing sprints at noon because I will not be doing them on Wednesday. So, Twitch sprints Tuesday next week instead of Wednesday. We will go from 12 till 3. And then at 7 p.m., Amelia hosts her writing sprints from 7 till 9. On Wednesday, we do have our 7 a.m. early morning writing group with Sarah from 7 until 8. And then that's all that's Wednesday. I have to take my mom to a dentist appointment on Wednesday at noon. So I have to go all the way up to Marietta, pick her up, bring her all the way back down here to my dentist, then take her all the way back, and then come all the way back again. So that's my whole afternoon. Like I will be leaving my house at like 10:30 in the morning, and I will not get back till like 4. So those sprints will be on Tuesday. Anyway, so that's it for Wednesday is just the 7 a.m. sprints. And then that brings us round to next Thursday where I will be here at my usual time of noon until 3 o'clock. So let's see. Jay did a reread trying to make it flow better. Excellent, excellent. Ariel is still working, but need to wrap it up before 3 o'clock Central, which is coming up in less than an hour. So we are going to go ahead and go raid Krista. So let me get my rating hat on. I don't actually have a rating hat. Let me find Krista on here. There she is. All right, y'all. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Hopefully I'll see you at the Zoom tomorrow. If not, then maybe next week. Don't forget, Tuesday instead of Wednesday next week. So we'll see you later. Oh, wait, it's not time yet. It's still setting up. Never mind. I was like stupid. Never mind. So say goodbye to our cute little strawberry night. And off we go. Now we're going. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Welcome in, friends. If you don't know me, I am Krista. I'm a Canadian indie fantasy author, and here